Hello everybody, this is my 2008 Ford Escape. Now, even though this is a great car and has been very reliable to me, it's a car that is, at this point, over 10 years old, so naturally, things are going to break and bulbs are going to burn out. In this case, the bulb that lights up my gear shifter has burned out. Now, as you can see with the light on, not really that big of a difference is made, but let's say we turn off the light, it's pretty dark. And this is even with the headlights on, so you know that this should be on, and it's not. With the light from the side of my house on, you can kind of see what you're doing, but when you're driving, it's not easy to see. And I mean, if for me, I really don't need it, but let's say I'm half awake or whatever, and I'm not paying attention, and I'm shifting into gear, and well, I seem to not pay attention to which gear I'm putting it in. I sometimes have to turn the light on to see which gear I'm in. Great. But today we are going to solve that problem by replacing the light bulb. Now, this is very easy to replace, fortunately, and it only requires a couple of tools to get in here. First things first, we're going to need a small screwdriver to get this little trim ring off. Then we're going to need a bigger flathead screwdriver, beefier flathead screwdriver. All right. So first things first, you gotta get yourself your little screwdrivers. If you have a little plastic spudger, I believe what they're called, I would probably recommend using that because this paint, oh, by the way, this was repainted. I did repaint this. This can chip or whatever, and it won't look, or you can nick it up if you're not doing this right enough. But I recommend getting a small jeweler's screwdriver, which should get the job done. Just put it under here in various places. Now remember, even though this is chrome plated, it's still plastic, and it will snap if you're not nice to it. And we wouldn't want that because cars that are over 10 years old typically have not the strongest plastic, and they will snap. But we got it off. And while you have this off, it may be a good idea to clean up underneath here, because it can get kind of dirty. That's what I'm going to do after I finish this up, but it's no big deal to get it off anyways. Alright, next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to open your center console, remove this container that I have full of crap, set this over to the side so it won't spill over. Actually, we're going to leave that open. And we're going to take our beefy screwdriver, and we're going to put it underneath here, just kind of in there somewhere, and then push up. Now, this is made of a pretty tough plastic, so it really shouldn't break. Do the same over here. And if all goes well, it should slide up. Now, in some cases, this plastic piece down here with the cigarette lighter and the aux cord may need to be taken out. This is only held on by some clips, so this should come up relatively easily too, but mine doesn't need to do that. You may have to take the gear shifter and pull it down a couple of notches to get that out if it doesn't come out immediately. So yes, here is the inside of the gear shift thingamajig. Gear shift thingamajig is the technical term, by the way. So under here, by the way, this is the light bulb slot. Right here at this little wire thing. This wire is very tight and they don't give you much play, so got to be careful, otherwise you won't have a light socket anymore. So anyways, you're going to pull this, you're going to turn it counterclockwise, about 90 degrees, and it should come out, and hey, there's our dead bulb. Pull it out. It should come out relatively easily. And yeah, this baby is toasted. I don't know if you can tell, the glass is black. So yeah, this thing is broken. Fortunately, we have replacements. Replacements in the name of Hella. These are 2721 miniature light bulbs that run at 12 volts and 1.2 watts. I'm not sure if any brick and mortar stores sell these, or how much they cost. I know a couple different brands make these. I bought these on Amazon for less than $3 shipped with Prime included. It was about $2.75 before tax, because the powers that be in Virginia decided that any item that gets shipped to us needs to be taxed. Thank Northern Virginia for that. But anyways, so that you get a 2-pack. You have an extra, you can give it to a friend, whatever. You could smash it, what have you. But either way, you're going to open the package up, and you're going to take out one of your little light bulbs. Be careful not to lose it, because these probably very easily get lost. And here's our new light bulb. Shiny. Now, I do not believe this is polarized, so you can put it any way you want. If it is, then I'm going to look like a dum-dum, but last I checked, you could put this at any voltage, and yep, there it is right there. I don't know why that's on. Oh, that's because I forgot to turn the headlights off. I would recommend turning the headlights off to prevent it coming on while you're doing this, because that could potentially burn the bulb out. But then again, you have two, so, if you burn it out, you have another one. Swings and roundabouts. So, we're going to find the slot again, which is expertly underneath here and kind of hard to see. Excuse that. That little hole right there. Let's see, it is right here. This is not the easiest to do, especially single-handed. But it looks like it is right underneath the driver, the drive shift. So we're going to put it back in there. So, it should just go right in. Oh, by the way, you should do this at an angle like this, to where it's kind of like flat at the top. Because when you put it in, we have to jiggle it in there. Turn it clockwise about 90 degrees, and it should lock in. But like I said, you don't get much play with these wires, so be careful. Now, if all goes well, and we turn the headlights on, and turn the brightness up, we do not have light. That's not good. Well, it would help if you put it in all the way. And there you go. Turn the headlights off so you can see this better. That is fairly dim because the overhead lights are on. When you put this in, when you turn the overhead lights off, it puts it to a very low setting, and I guess this is too low for the bulb. But if we turn it all the way up, there it goes. There is your gear shift pleasantly lighted up, and it's nice teal color. Obviously with the selection in orange. Excellent. So putting this back together is just as simple as taking it off. Oops, I'm doing it the wrong way. That would not be useful. You just put this on here, slam it down. These should be these should go flat, and you know it's lined up right. And then you take your little decorative cover. These bigger ones, you see there's two sides. There's a small and a large size. The one with the large size goes towards the radio. And you should be good to go. As long as when you take your center console thing, close it, it should close. And you're done. Excellent. So, I guess that's just about it. Thank you very much for watching, and that'll be it.